All right, this is a quick video on how to change the battery for a BMW 3 Series. This is the 3 Series, and this is from years 2006 to 2012, and this is for the non-comfort axis. So this is a rectangular shaped key fob, you can see, and to tell if you have the comfort axis key or not, key fob, if you look on the back, the comfort axis has this little rectangular shape here, and it has a back that's easy to pop off and put in a replaceable battery. So that's the comfort axis. That's in another video I'll link to if you have that key. Now, if your key looks like this on the back, where there's no place to pop any back off, what you'll need to do is actually split this key in half, and we have to get into the internals of this key to get into the rechargeable battery that's inside the VL2020. So the easiest way to get into this key is first take out the valet key. So just press there and remove that, and that'll give you access to this kind of corner here. And what you'll need to do is to start to score around the edges of this key and go all the way around and start to kind of pry apart this key. It will take some time. It's not the easiest one to take apart, but if you kind of cut through with a box cutter or utility knife here, eventually you'll be able to get like a small screwdriver into the top here and just kind of slowly start to work this key apart. And once you get it apart enough, you'll be able to pop this into half and get access to the internal circuit board here. So in here, if we take this circuit board off, we'll be able to see the VL2020 battery, excuse me, that you can replace. Now the key to this battery is these two soldering points right here and right here. And you'll need to desolder here and desolder here to remove these legs on this VL2020 battery. And when you get a new replacement one, just make sure that you get one that's offset 90 degrees, not 180 degrees, because they sell both. So let's go ahead and desolder these legs now. And I've got just a basic soldering kit here with a desoldering pump that I got from Amazon that I'll link to as well. So if you've never done any sort of desoldering or soldering, this is a pretty straightforward one. So we'll just go ahead and heat up the solder here and then suck it up and kind of get a little bit more of it here. Make sure we get that point really heated down and suck up. Okay, so that one looks pretty good. Let's get the other side here. And so we're just getting this warmed up here, melting down this solder here so that we can suck it up. And this desoldering tube just sucks up the solder. Now, okay, let's check on this and see if we have enough to get separation on the legs here. And yeah, we're getting pretty close. So if we take a look here, you can see these 2 points. We've removed most of the solder. Still got a little bit there. Might need to clean up a little more. But you know, we've got some good movement. Good movement down there. That one actually I can get off already, and we just need a little bit more here on this top part. I can see it right here. Okay, that should do it. Excellent. Okay, so now we've desoldered those 2 points, and we can go ahead and get a new VL2020 battery. And then we'll be able to resolder these 2 points right back on. So again, this is the VL2020. It's a 3-volt rechargeable battery. So once we have our new battery, make sure we just line up the legs into those 2 points. Get those through. it can be a little tight with soldering there. Oh, would help if I was doing it on the correct side. So obviously make sure you're doing it on the right side here. So there we go. All right, so we get the new battery in there on the legs right there. And then we've got these 2 points to resolder. So take a little bit of solder and our iron. And I'll link to this kit. This was just a $20 kit that I got on Amazon and has worked really well here. So we're just gonna resolder these points here. A little bit of solder. Okay, and this one here. And this is just reattaching those legs onto the circuit board. You know, making sure that they're not going to go anywhere. Okay, that looks good. And okay, so now we've got those legs reattached. You can go ahead and put this back into its space here on the key fob. All right, that fits right back in. And then you might want to take some super glue and just super glue around the edges here. That way you can easily, when this does kind of snap back together, but it's not going to stay great without that super glue. So a little bit of super glue, and you'll be all set. You can put the valet key back in there. All right, and that's how you change the battery on a 3 Series 2006-2012 rectangular key with without the comfort access that requires the VL2020 battery.